Okay, as you can see, we've already started our siding. We're setting in each piece behind the railing. Again, that's loose. Okay, so here's the siding. Again, when you're cutting this stuff, always use precaution: eye protection, ear protection, and a respirator. This is concrete, and as you cut it, it kicks up a lot of dust, and you don't want to inhale that stuff. So here we go, and I also wanted to show you how easily the nail goes through this. Even though it's concrete, you wouldn't think it, but the nail goes in real nice and easy. So here we go, we're putting the siding behind the railing that we've removed. All the nails, slide it in there nice and easy. Want to make sure that you don't bunch up the weather paper here next to the door, so make sure you pull it out, and then you get it in there. All right, 7 inches is a common reveal for 8-inch siding. I'm stuck. There we go. 7 inches is usually your reveal in your siding. It's a whole 8 inches or 8 1/4, but what's revealed that you see from the piece above it down below is usually about 7 inches. You can do 6 3/4, but it's typically about 7 inches. So here I want to get my 7 inches so I can do that ahead of time and mark my 7 inches on this side like that, and my 7 inches on this side of the railing, so I know where my next piece has to come down to. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start the nail since I'm working by myself. See how easily that nail went in there? Bring it down to your 7-inch mark right there. I'm going to go ahead and drive this side in. I'm kind of holding the other side with one hand here, but that side's done. Now I like to use a torpedo level. It's a little short level you can put on top of your siding. Make sure that you're level. Because even though you're on your 7-inch mark, it might not be level. So sometimes you need to cheat up a little bit, down a little bit to make sure it gets level. So I'm going to put us on our 7-inch mark, which is right there. And ironically, we are level. How about that? So again, this nail goes in real easy for concrete siding. Right there. Okay. Okay, we're just about done. We've got all our pieces of siding on, and as you can see, we put the nails at the top. Again, that's called blind nailing. The next piece goes over top of it. So you don't see any nails down here, nothing that can rot. It's a good way of installing the siding. Again, they used to put them down below, which is where the problem came from. I'm on the last piece, and I wanted to put that on so you can see. Again, we're going to tuck it up underneath here. Now this piece you have to face nail. You have to put face nails in it because this piece is here. You can't get behind this piece to blind nail it. So I use a trim nail gun. This is pass load trim nail gun, and that's how the nails are much smaller, and you can caulk them easy, and no water should get to it. So I'm going to put this up underneath this piece here like this. Make sure that the weather stripping gets behind the siding on the window side and the door side. There it is. We're in there. So I want to mark my 7 inches on each side, which is here. 7-inch reveal right there. And on the same, on the other side, 7-inch reveal. There you go. Now as I bring this piece down right to my mark, here's where the face nailing goes in. Now again, on all the other ones, there's no nails on the outside, but here you have to, you have no choice. But again, I like to use a trim nail gun. Very small nail, holds the siding, does a good job. Come over here, get my 7-inch reveal. Check myself for level, which we are. Drive a nail in. Right in the face. Okay. That's our last piece. Now we're going to reattach the very first piece that we released, but we kept there. As you can see, it fell down. Don't worry about that. If that happens, it's not uncommon. It means that these nails didn't actually catch this piece. So it may fall, it may not. You want to protect the piece while you're doing your repair. So I'm going to slide it back up in there on both sides. Get it back into position. Now I'm going to check to see that if these reveals are the same. Looks like this one needs to go up a little bit. About like that. There's a reveal and a reveal. Perfect. Now on this piece too, I used to face nail it, which you have no choice, again with the same nail gun, trim nail gun. Put it in there. Attach the nail there. There. And there. There you go. There's your repair. You've worked around this without actually taking the railing off. You've tucked it up underneath this, the existing pieces. Once this is painted, it'll look exactly the same. It's a way that you can slowly replace all the siding on your house or do an individual repair. Okay, we're at the finishing touches of this repair. All the siding is on. We're caulking the two sides right now. I've already caulked up against the brick mold here, but I've got to caulk up against the window here. I use a 35-year DAP latex caulk. It's specifically for windows, doors, siding, things like that. I want to make sure you cover the whole crack between the siding and the trim. Now, I go ahead and put the siding on the piece that stayed. It doesn't look like it needs it, but remember we released it to get our siding behind it. So go ahead and caulk that up nice. Make a nice good seal between the trim and the new siding. Remember, here are nails that we had to face nail on the last pieces of siding. They need to be caulked too. So you just need a little dab in each of those on this piece, as well as your last new piece siding. Don't forget any of the nail holes, because you want to make sure it's nice and sealed. All the caulking is done, and the last thing to do is actually reattach the railing. I've already put one screw at the bottom, and you don't want to forget to plumb it. Leveling is that way, plumbing is that way. Get your level. You can use the torpedo level works fine. Get that in place. Now remember, we had nails in it before. It's very difficult to get it off. I've put screws in there for whatever reason. If you change the color of your house and you want to paint, very easy to take these screws out, slide it out, you can paint it nice and easy. So there you go. There's a small repair with siding, and I know you can do it. Have a good day.